Hello, I want to share my experience with basal cell carcinoma. Last year in 2016, in the month of June, I felt something on the side of my head here, and it itched, and I went to see the doctor, the dermatologist. And when she looked at it, immediately she told me that she believes it was basal cell carcinoma. She told me not to worry, that it was not the kind of cancer that I would die from, but that nonetheless she had to biopsy it, and she did. A week later, I got my results, and it was confirmed I had basal cell carcinoma due to sun exposure. At that point, I was referred to a doctor who performs a procedure that removes the cancer. It's called Mohs surgery. I went in on the 26th of July of last year, and the doctor shaved the area and numbed it, and she proceeds to start to remove the cancer, the tumor that I had in my scalp. It's done in stages, so she takes a little bit at a time, and then she takes it to get into the microscope to see if it's all been removed, and then if it's not, she comes back and she takes some more. And we did this for 7 stages. So I had up to 7 stages. It was a rather large tumor. She said it was one of the largest she had done. It required 60 stitches. She sewed me back up. It was hard because it was such a big hole that I had in my head that it was hard for her to stitch it up. I had interior stitches and exterior stitches. She covered it. She sent me home with some painkillers, which, I mean, it hurt, but I didn't feel the need to take those. I just took regular Advil. So I had to clean it, remove the dressing, clean it every day. I would get, help with that. It was right here in the side of my head. So I would clean it with hydrogen peroxide and then put Vaseline and cover it up again. So it was a difficult area because when you wash your hair and when you sleep at night, you can't sleep on that side. But as time went on, there was a certain area of my wound that just wouldn't heal. The doctor, I would go back for appointments like every 2 to 3 weeks. The doctor would clean the area, remove any of the interior stitches that were sticking out. Months and months went by, and every time I would remove the dressing, there was still fresh blood on it. So there was a part of my wound that just wasn't healing, and the doctor couldn't understand why. So she did another biopsy in the area to see if there was a part of the tumor that she didn't remove. It came back negative, thank God. She used silver nitrate on it a couple of times until it was already January of this year. So 7 months down, and she just had to refer me to a wound care specialist because she said there was nothing else she could do. The day before I went to see her, I had spoken to a very good friend of mine who is a nurse, and she had asked me if I had ever heard of Medi honey. And I told her that I hadn't, and she told me about it, that it's really good for wound healing. So I told my doctor about it, and she said that, I don't really think it's going to resolve the issue, but you're not going to get hurt by it. So try it, and if it works, just let me know so I can tell my colleagues about it. So I ordered it online, and this is the product right here. It's Medi Honey Gel. They also had it in patches, but this is the one that I bought. And I started to apply it. It says it's a gel dressing for wound and burns. And I started to apply it, and a week later, my wound was healed. It was miraculous for me. I have nothing to do with this company, but it was so great. I guess it could be helpful for anybody experiencing what I did or who has a problematic wound that won't heal. I'm not making any claims about this product, but it was awesome for me. It's what finally cured my area of my wound that just wouldn't heal. I never had to end up going to the wound care specialist, and I wanted to share this with you in the hopes that it could, maybe somebody else will try it and it will benefit them. I told my doctor, she was very appreciative that I told her about it. She was gonna share it with her colleagues, and so I'm just here to say and to remind everybody to wear sunblock all the time, especially people that live in the South like me. I live in Miami, and it's very sunny here most of the time. We get a lot of rain too. I mean, the weather changes from one minute to the next, but I always try to wear a hat if I'm going to be outside now. I have a big dent in the side of my head now. And when I put my hand over it, it's like a big pothole that I have there. But I'm just lucky that I got through it and that it's behind me. And I hope that this video will help anybody that might be having trouble with a wound that just won't heal. And maybe you want to give this product a try. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Bye.